Hey guys, welcome to this new series where I'm going to just be servicing different cars and telling you how much it costs to service that car, and we see if it's worth doing this stuff yourself or paying a mechanic. And the interesting thing about this series is that it could involve you if you want to be involved. That is, all you have to do is just subscribe to the channel and then just reach out to me and tell me you want to service your car, and then we'll just make arrangements. Then you can come, we'll hang out, service the car together. I'm not a shop, so you can't come drop off your car here and then go. I'm not a shop. I'm just someone doing this. So come, let's service your car together, have a conversation. So I guess just follow along to see how this could be you. So subscribe and reach out and see. Let's see how many cars you can get done in the next few months, I guess. So let's get to the first one. What are we going to be doing? Obviously changing the oil, and if you're changing the oil, you're obviously changing the filter. We're also going to be changing the spark plugs, also replacing the engine filter and the cabin filter. And then on top of that, we're also going to be looking at the other liquids to see like what the levels are, to make sure that everything is fine, even including the wiper, the water for the wiper, brake, and pretty much everything else. So that's what we're doing with this car today. We're pretty much just making sure that everything is serviced, everything that's supposed to be serviced is serviced. And then after you're done doing that, we're going to be going to the front and setting that thing usually do to tell the car that the service has been done, so that now the next time it comes up, it knows. What am I saying? Once you're done doing services for most Mercedes, especially these new ones, you don't usually have that car paper. It usually just go pretty much, from the dashboard you can pretty much indicate that the service has been done, and then the car knows to tell you to do service the next time after either 5,000 or a certain amount of time has gone by. So let's get started. Like the other video, if you caught it, the one we did for the Mazda, the process is simple. Take out all the parts you need, go to the shop, buy them, and then come pretty much replace everything. So I guess let's get started. So already I can see a few weird issues going on over here. That's not nice. Let's see if there's anything I can do about that. But anyway, let's get started. So first thing I need to yank out is this. I don't need this for now. So this is where our oil filter is. This is where our oil goes. I just like opening this, just loosening it, but not like leaving it open. Just like leaving this on top because you don't want anything falling inside. So this is where our oil filter is. Typically this should be like hand grip tight, but that's too tight. I'll have to get some I'll have to get a tool for opening that. But before we get to that, so oil filter is here, but before that, let's take this off. It's not nice.
Isn't that supposed to be like one thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be one thing together with these intakes, and they're actually clips here. I'll try and see how I can put it back more permanently when you're putting everything back, but for now you can just leave them. So with that done, it's actually a lot similar to my car. Like it's pretty much exactly like my car. Like there's literally no difference. Just a V8, not a V8, V6.
This is an E350.
No, it's an E300. Mine has a bigger engine, so this is probably a 3 liter, mine is 350. So a few worrying things, like there are a few very weird things. You can see a few leakages huku nyuma, but nothing wet. It looks like old stuff, so you don't know if this could be This is why after servicing a car, it's always nice to wipe it down, because then the next time you find issues, you're able to tell what exactly is wrong. But anyway, we're here. So all I need to do is just take out one of these spark plugs. I just need one for now. Take this out. And then I'm also going to drain the gearbox, the engine, so that when we come back, I don't have to go under the car, and it's just a matter of just pretty much just putting things together. So I guess let's get, I need to open this. Let's just get the spark plug out first. Okay, so you want to put that back because you don't want any dust going inside there at all. So here's what you're working with. This is like spent, completely spent, as you can see. So anyway, we have our first sample piece out. Check. So this is made out of plastic. So this is a tool used to open oil filters, but I'm scared of breaking this. So typically what I do is I put on this cloth on top, then I use this, and then now I'll come with my tool. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just like that, it's open and you don't risk breaking anything. But now when you're tying it back, you need a special torque wrench for that, where you can pretty much set the amount of force you want to go into tying this back, and I'll show you how we're going to use that later. But for now, we just need to open this. So as long as you're not breaking anything, doesn't really matter. So this is our oil filter. This is just a cap. If you're wondering, the actual oil filter is this thing here. So here we are. Here is our oil filter. What do you think? So what we're going to do is put that back, because you don't want anything falling inside, and go with this second sample piece of tin. You guys remember this? So it's what came out on top of here. So if you're curious what this was, this is literally how the air goes into the engine, and you have our two engine filters here. This is a V6, so the engine is seated like this, and are seated like this. So that means that you need two intakes. Wait, no? Why do you need two intakes? Okay, you don't need two intakes actually. The engine is just seated like that, just that I guess it's just easier to position things flat. But nonetheless, it has two intakes that goes into one. So let's open this. So for this, what I like doing is, before putting everything back, just vacuum the stuff, just make sure that it's clean. That's it. Let's take out the other one. It's as simple as that, guys. In case you're wondering, car service is not a full day affair. If you come early in the morning, parts are out in 30 minutes or the most 45 minutes. Then after that, we're off to industrial area, which is where we're going next, to buy parts for this baby. So yeah. All this dust could have gone into the engine, but the air filters won't let that happen, because the engine has to stay cleaner than your mama's house. So second last thing, before we go to the shops, is the cabin air filter, and that's inside here. So I'm going to be undoing some nuts that are inside here, 3 of them I think, and then just taking it out. So after taking that out, there are 2 connections that I need to take out. One is a bulb and the other one is a temperature sensor. That's down here. So that's what I'm going to be taking out, and then just taking out this plastic cover. There you go. Out. Bulb, temperature sensor here. So after that, the only thing I have to do is voila, we have the cabin air filter, guys. I'm guessing interesting. Really interesting.
Yours doesn't look like that?
No, mine doesn't look like this art, or even how it's coming out is completely different. Okay, dope. First of all, to be straight, I love the guys at the shop I usually buy these parts from, so I'll mention the shop. So it's called German Star. It's in industrial area. I've compared a few of the items with other shops, and I feel like I found, number one, the items are good quality. I've never like had anything go bad or anything go wrong, and then number two, like their prices are like they're good, they're affordable. Like I found them being cheaper like a number of shops around for the same thing, so that's why I go back to them a lot of the times. But I guess that might be a personal preference. Anyway, so spark plugs, 6 of them, 1,100 for each, so that's 6,600. Then you have an engine filter, cabin filter, 2,000 each, that's 4,000 for both. And then after that you have the oil filter for 1,000 shillings. So the total is coming to 11,600. So that's where we're at right now. So the only thing remaining is the oil. From the chart I was looking at, 5W40 is what's recommended. Sorry. So that's exactly what you're going to get for this car, 5W40. So also there is usually at the back of every bottle there's usually a specification that manufacturers usually a number they usually specify, and you can be able to tell if that oil is good for your car relative to that number, and then you can use that number to check which engines are rated to use that type of oil. Anyway, long story, but this one is pretty straightforward. So 5W40, that's what you're trying to go get, and then once you're done doing that, that's pretty much it. I checked the other liquid, the brake fluid and steering fluid, everything was pretty okay, like no top-ups required for any of them. So we're good. So we just need to get this oil, go replace it, and then I guess you can pretty much have a total of how much service is going to cost. So we're done collecting the final item, which is the oil. So the capacity for the 272 engine, which is the engine in the car we're servicing, is 8 liters.